Hi guys, welcome back to part 2 of plot tour, garden tour. And I thought I'd start off up in the long routes. Get a good view from up here. But as you can see, long carrot doing well, long parsnip there, and a long beetroot at the back. And above that, got long radish, a couple more parsnips just coming through, and some more carrots just coming through. So them two will need thinning out in a week or two, but they're looking good. I'm glad I managed to get these sorted in time. Just hope they grow the right way. And just below that we've got some purple irises, an oak tree, a Christmas tree which was reduced in one of the shops over Christmas, and some more overwintered onions. These are all from set, and they're still only the size of spring onions. So as I said in the last one, I don't think I'll be doing them from set again. Stick to the seeds, they're doing much better, as you'll see in a minute. And directly behind me, got a bay tree that needs repotting desperately. Some garlic that never did very well, that needs emptying. Blue spruce tree, has put on some growth. I think it was about this big last year. And I planted out the giant pumpkin and rhubarbs. These are only on their second year, so not really expecting much. Other than that, I'll say that need to come out. They'll come out for Manatee tea, which will be in a video shortly, all about different ways of making teas and feeds, so keep an eye out for that. And back into the long roots, we've got the 3 tubs of carrots, and they're sat on the shelf above the leaf mould. Breaking down nicely. It's all compacted down. This was too full, and it's all compacted down. Brought the small greenhouse out the polytunnel. Just need to sort some sort of strap to hold it back, stop the wind from getting it. And then the other old dog bed with garlic in. These aren't far off ready either. See, some of them are starting to dry out on the stems and whiten up. And then some more strawberry plants on top of there, on top of the 2 compost bins. These are the potato peels that we planted in there. I've got a bale of straw and I'm going to scatter that inside of that. And this compost bin is also full, breaking down just nicely. More mushrooms sprouting in it. And then the rocket potatoes, first earlies. These 2 buckets here are ready for harvest. I've already had one, which you've probably seen in the previous video, but I might take another bucket at the end of this video. Some more onion sets. Each time I see them, it's just reminding me not to bother with onion sets again. Some more strawberries. Not sure what variety these are, but they're tiny, very small. A couple here, not far off ripening up. There's a label in this one. I don't know how to pronounce that. Excellent early fruit and variety, ideal for making your own jam. Another Christmas tree reduced over Christmas. And in this one we've got a gooseberry with some fruit on it. Needs repotting. And some more raspberry canes. So that's out in the long roots and the compost base area, and we'll go in and have a look at the small polytunnel now. So guys, in here we've got the aubergine that we planted the other day. You can see that's already grown quite a bit. And tomatoes all down there. And we've also planted some iceberg lettuces and some spring onions. Ushiguru spring onions. And some dwarf French marigolds dotted around. And on this side we planted the bigger tomatoes, and I've also planted marigolds and some Lola Rossa lettuces. And the bush cherries are absolutely loaded with tomatoes now. So won't be long before we're picking these. And these 3 are going into 20-litre pots and can stay in the middle of this path. Always good just to help pollinate flowers. Some people use an electric toothbrush to do that. I find just doing that works well. They look like they've all taken to being transplanted pretty well. Right then guys, so that's the small polytunnel. And this bed down the side of the drive, I've got sweet peas planted in here, some red barren onions, again from sets, not overly impressed with them. Further down, a couple of sunflowers, and then the Liberty beans, Pongo beans, and the Any plus Ultra peas, all from Bill&valls. Their channel name and link will be in the description. And the onions here are all from seed. You can see they're all stronger, healthier and bigger than the ones from set. These are probably the worst of the onions, the spares. So that's what I've got going up the drive. So I've got all this straw here and it got wet, so I'm just letting it dry out, and I'm going to use this to top up around the potatoes once it's all dried out. This is one of the single seed potatoes for the single seed potato challenge. Needs to go in here with the others. They're all looking good. These pots need topping up and mulching. Get that done this week. And then we've got the onions in the back there. Again, them ones are from seed. And the carrots, they're all ready to be thinned out now. Every station has had germination. Germination in every station. So we've got a sweet candle on this side and the long from Medwin's on this side. And then at the bottom here, planted a couple of onions, not doing so well, and some more marigolds. They don't get much light there, so I just thought I'd try it. But it doesn't seem to be doing much there. So that brings us to the back garden. And we've got the vertical garden going here. And we'll start on this side. Some golden window potatoes, and dahlia that needs planting out. Let's find somewhere to plant that. We've got some of the, I think these are the red tongue dragon bush beans from LED at the rustic garden. And we've got green courgette on this side. Some French beans along there, all climbing up these strings. A couple of sunflowers. And then in the grow bag, got 2 tomatoes in that, hoping to climb up these strings. They've just been tied off at the top and tied off at the bottom. Some tumbling toms. I think these 2 are the pine berries, and this one pine berry as well, and then some more strawberries that I don't know the varieties of in the back here. Desperately need to get a net over these before the birds start pecking away at them, but absolutely loaded, some of them. And then we've got 3 of the giant strawberries, the really big ones. Got a couple of them coming along there, and some more tumbling toms. And here we've got gold rush courgette, a couple of fruit on that. And sorry about the shadow, guys. I think this one is Gardener's Delight. Got a couple of tomatoes on that one. A few more coming. And this one, Gardener's Delight again. Both of these tied into these strings. Just tied off at the top. And underneath that, we've got another gold rush courgette and some sunflowers. And then the Kent blue peas from Bill&valls. I left the tray over here and completely forgot about planting them, so they're looking a bit yellow, but they'll come too. Hopefully they'll grow up this little trellis. I'm going to do another sowing of these this week or next week maybe. One of the rose seeds that I started about 2 years ago now. And then next to them is a Tromboncino courgette. This will be going in a 20 litre container at the bottom here, and I want to try and get it to climb up the scaffolding bar so the fruits can hang down. Hopefully these peas aren't in the way, but it should pass around the back. And then next to them we've got all the Maris Piper potatoes and one of the condors from Steve over at Digwell Greenfingers. Still got the others to plant out, and some more strawberries up here. Should have quite a few in a couple of weeks' time. This will start to redden up. And I've got all these buckets on a self-watering hose, so I can just click that in there and turn the tap on, and all of them just get a nice slow feed, so I can just connect that up and carry on doing something else. And it's also connected to the peas and run round into that to finish up. And I've just folded the end over and put a couple of cable ties on it. So I'm going to try and get a couple of these set up around the garden, and it's just clip into that, leave that there, and I can leave that on for 10 minutes, no issues. So that brings us to the big polytunnel and the last bit of part 2 of the garden tour. So again, if you haven't already guys, please hit that subscribe button, really helps out the channel. So in here we've got a couple of things that need sorting out, but at the back there we've got the cucumbers, a couple of peppers, tomato, cucamelons. They've all been repotted and moved on out here. Just need to get a couple more canes for these ones. Cucumbers again, and we've got a couple on these. Some more beans. These are the dragon tongue from LED. Mouse traps, still no mice, but I haven't had any more issues in here, so hopefully they've moved on. Clara aubergine. I think that was for my single seed challenge. And then these were some of the side shoots off one of the tomatoes. So we've got a couple of them, and there's a couple more in there. Got tumbling tom here. Some more onions need potting on. These are the big ones, and then there's a couple here I have potted on, but they're getting pretty big now. And a couple more pepper plants, some more aubergines, another tomato. This is the Super Mama, so he'll be going in a 20-litre container up on here. And a couple more pepper plants on the side there. And these are some more of the condors from Steve. They need to be potted up. Some rhubarb chard needs going out. Cayenne pepper, absolutely loaded with little flowers. And another aubergine there. And just for safety, I put all my sprouts in this fish tank, turned it upright, and put the lid on it at night, just to stop any more rodent damage. And since that, I haven't had any more problems, and these have all grown on really well. So, some more leeks and some red barren onions. The rest of the peppers are over there. And a couple of the onions that were starting to split, I've picked them and just letting them dry. There's another one over here. And I've repotted a full tray of iceberg lettuces. And that's about it, guys. So that's me for the end of May garden tour. And thank you very much for watching. Please remember to subscribe, hit the like button and leave a comment. It really helps out the channel and very appreciated. Bye for now.